I wanted to
Yeah,
ask
good.
you, you were just talking about, negative actions that people might do towards us or that kind of thing. So is one way to deal with that to separate the action from the person? Because Nancy was talking about this the other day. What did you say? Hate the act, not hate maybe, but
when somebody does harm to you, you look at that person, but I believe one needs to separate the action from the person. So you don't have anger towards that person because you know that it's his or her action is because she is actually full of suffering, which caused her to. So I'm thinking, somebody does harm to me, then I separate that action from the actual person. I don't get angry. I feel more compassion for that person.
That's right.
Because maybe ignorance.
It's just like that. Yeah, ignorance. That drunk. That guy is a drunk of maybe hatred, drunk of maybe ignorance, drunk of maybe greedy. It's just like a alcohol drunk, and then they don't know what they're talking, but harms other people, hurts other people's heart. It's something like that. People also, when they get angry, strong angry, then they're saying like that. They really, you don't want it to say. Maybe like 10 minutes, after 20 minutes, after they will regret. But that moment they cannot control because of hatred, drunk by that hatred or something like that. That's the one way you can be patient. There's another way to be patient is like what? You wanted to do this negative karma end. Then how we can negative karma end? There is somebody there's somewhere to end. So you just receive and then you just don't react. Then that's the end. If you react, then that guy also reacts. So it's just like, there's a beginnerless and endless. So samsara doesn't have a beginnerless beginning. So beginnerless, but there's an end. Individually can end for you like end. When you can become enlightened, then that is the end. It's just like seed. Seed doesn't have that beginning. But when you can end the individual seed, when you burn it or eat it, then that's the end. No more growing the seed. It's something like that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Welcome.
That sort of ties into this other question that was sent ahead of time, which is how would you do self-evaluation of progress on the path to enlightenment? What is your opinion on discouragement or frustration along the path to enlightenment?
Okay. The progressing of start from now to enlightenment. There's 5 paths. That's called the accumulation path. That is comes first. Then journey. That's a second. Then seeing. That's a third. Then cultivation. That's a fourth. Then beyond that training. Then become enlightened already. Become a Buddha already. So accumulate what? We can accumulate the merit and wisdom. Accumulate the merit and wisdom. Then journey. Our meditations are very strong. We can go deeper, very deeper meditations in this samsaric meditation. And then seeing. Seeing is what? We can see that directly to emptiness. Means understand emptiness. It's not gazing. Really can understand about emptiness. Then if you are Bodhisattva practitioner or Mahayana, Vajrayana practitioner, when you are reach the seeing path, then becomes a bodhisattva. Bodhisattva has the 10 bhumis, first bhumi to 10. So you are the first bhumi. Then first bhumi to 10 bhumi, the path called the cultivation. So they are really, how to say, understood about emptiness, that directly understood about emptiness. And then cultivating 6 paramitas. Then end up the 10 bhumis, then they can in Latin, that's called the beyond the training, then you don't have to train. Beyond the training, then can be in Latin. So we have to start from that part of accumulation. First, we wanted to get where? We wanted to get the part of accumulation, and then journey and seeing, cultivation, and then beyond the training, then in Latin already. So, simple way we explain what is the Buddha and how we can become, Buddha or enlightenment. I think then we have to practice our own mind. Don't focus on outside so much. We focus on inside. Whatever we learn, just like deep or of the water into that our heart. Deep drop of the water, the nectar, Dhamma nectar, dipping into our heart and putting in the practice, change our attitude, change our thoughts. Because we have now full of emotion, stress, and usually some of them they call what a negative energy or something like that. So we wanted to get out from this. Once totally we get out from this, and then that's called the enlightenment, and then you are become a Buddha. So we don't want this suffering, we don't want this stress, we don't want this emotion, the thoughts. So that's why we are practicing, and that's why this the 5 paths we progressing and practicing. And then once we get out from that, then we are really, usually I call Buddha is a successful successor. How we call the successor? Because of that, that the Sorolist belief is that maintain can maintain for forever. It's not temporary. It's a forever. Except that everything is a temporary. Human being born comes with a 0. We don't have anything. We even don't know ABCD. Even now, I don't know about grammar, English grammar. I speak using the broken English. But kids, even though they're born in the US or wherever, they don't know the ABCD. So start from learning ABCD, start from the ABC. And then 20s, maybe they are very good English speaker. Then 30s, 40s, they know about maybe doing some business or whatever. But then end of this world, or they are going to die, they cannot bring anything. Just everything left behind. And then consciousness only that the next generation goes. Then also come back again. So truly independence, starting end and start, end and start. So the endless in this samsara. We just everybody wanted to do success, and they wanted to do some meaningful, they wanted to end up this some suffering, but then they are doing things that cannot achieve, doing things that cause of suffering. So that's called that we are in ignorance. So I think no matter what happening in this world, still we can be calm and peace in mind. And we can come and peace in the mind. And then we develop this wider and wider. And then maybe we can peace in mind, maybe 10-20 minutes a day or meditation time. Then this we can water, then 1 or 2 hours, and anytime and anywhere. And then that's very good. Right now, we are beginner practitioners. So whenever you get angry, you just go into the room and close the door and just do meditate on peace and mind. So just after that, you came out from that meditation, you already peace. And after that, we do this carrying on every day and every day. Then one day we can achieve, we will successful. So it means we don't have to, purposely we don't have to meditate, but we are in meditation. Means we can be mindfulness and awareness. We won't get angry. There's no way to get angry. So we peaceful, maintain this peaceful for forever. So nobody can disturb us, this peaceful. Then you become a Buddha, and that's called the enlightenment. Then full of a positive energy. So once you have a full of positive energy, then your wisdom also grow, open, your fully wisdom open. And then happier, full of happy, full of healthy. That's the why that's the thing we need. That's the one that really saying priceless is priceless. We cannot buy, but you can achieve it. It's a free things. You cannot buy. Okay.
Would you say that someone knows they're getting closer to enlightenment because they're feeling less anger, less frustration, those kinds of things? Like, how do you know when you're getting closer to becoming enlightened?
Yeah, that's the also Buddhism practitioner, they saying like, do I recognize the Rigpa? Means that Dzogchen, they are very much focused on Rigpa. So did I recognize the Rigpa, or did I understood about emptiness? Usually this guy, they asking questions like that. That means they didn't recognize. Because once you eat a sweet, nobody asks, did I eat the sweet? Because that taste already. Taste. So once you eat the sweet, yeah, you don't have to ask, because you have 100% confidence. Yeah, I eat the sweet. That's a very sweet. So once you recognize or understood about emptiness, so you don't nothing doubt about that. So you understood about it, that is emptiness. So you are more interested. You are more interested in that, because that is the full of peace, full of harmony. Then you really addicted in that. Once you're fully addicted, then outside disturbance cannot disturb you. That's a good addicted. That's why the good practitioners, they stay in a in a Himalayan mountains. They have nothing, but they are full of joy, full of happiness.